Alright, so we're going to continue our discussion in language of sets. But today we're going to discuss about subset. So let set A be a set containing all students of your school and B be a set containing all students of class 12 of the school. In this example, each element of set B is also an element of set A, such a set B is said to be subset of the set. So it is written as B is a subset of A. So this is the symbol for subset. Subset means B is a subset of A means all the elements of set B is in set A. Okay, consider set B. The elements of set B we have 1 to positive infinity. So as you've noticed, the elements of set B are a set of natural numbers. Okay, and for set B, we have set of integers. So we have here for set B, we have set of natural numbers. And for set B, we have set of integers. Clearly, each element of set B is an element of set B. We know that natural numbers, all natural numbers are part of set of integers. Okay, so therefore we can say that set B is a subset of set B, since all elements of set B is in set B. So if A and B are any two sets such that each element of the set A is an element of the set B also, then A is said to be a subset of all elements of the given set should be present, all, okay, not only some of the elements, but all of the elements of the given set should be present, okay. Like for this one, all elements of set B is in set B. So therefore, set B is a subset of set. Remarks. Each set is a subset of itself. Illustrative example that set A is a subset of A. Next, null set has no element, so the condition of becoming a subset is automatically satisfied. Therefore, null set is a subset of every set. And if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then A equals B. Okay? Ibig sabihin, since they are equal, all elements of set A are also the elements of set B. If A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is said to be a proper subset of B. Okay? Like the previous example, for set B, we have set of natural numbers, and set B, or set of integers. Set B there is a proper subset of B. Because not all elements, mas marami yung laman ni set B kesa kay B. That's why we have here the symbol for subset. It's like less than or equal to. Can be lahat ng elements ni A na kay B, or pwedeng mas konti lang ang elements ni A kesa kay B, pero lahat ng elements ni A na kay B. Okay, ang tawag doon class, a proper subset. Okay, a proper subset of B, and B is said to be a superset. Kasi mas malaki, mas maraming laman si set B kesa kay A. Okay, ang tawag kay B, superset. So we have this, A is this is the symbol for proper subset. So illustrative example that A is a proper subset of B. Okay, because A is less than B dahil mas maraming elements B. So A is a proper subset of B, or B is a superset of A. Okay? Kasi mas maraming laman si B kesa kay A. Pero lahat kasi elements A na kay B. Partly B. Right? So let's continue. Let's have an example. If A is equal to X such that X is a prime number less than 5, and B is equal to Y such that Y is an even prime number, then is B a proper subset of A? So let's try that example. For letter A class, it says there, the elements of A is a prime number less than B. So we need to list what are the elements of set A. Have here, set A, we have prime number less than 5. So we have 5. We have 2, 3, 2, 3. Because we have less than 5, sabihin kasama si 5. And we are just considering prime number. Prime number has exactly 2 factors, 1 and 7. So for elements of A, we have 2 and 2. For B class, we have Y such that Y is an even prime number. We know that the only even prime number is, so then B is a proper subset of A. Is B a proper subset of A? Si B ba ay part ni A? It's a yes. But B is not equal to A. Kasi mas malaki and mas maraming elements si A. So we can say that B is a subset A. Kasi yung elements ni B ay na kay A. B is a proper subset of A, but B is not equal to A. Obviously, they are not equal. So we can say that B is a proper subset of A. So treat this C like less than. And we know B is less than A, right? Ba ang kinakain lagi natin sa greater than or equal to yung may mas malaking value. So this is the symbol for proper subset. Okay, so that's it. Another example. If A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, is A a subset of B, or B a subset of A? Is A a subset of B? Are the elements of A in B present in B? We don't have 1 and 5. So therefore, A is not a subset of, and is a subset of B. Okay, or the elements of A and B. 1 is an element of A, but 1 is not an element of B. So therefore, it's A is not a subset of B, since the elements of A, not all elements of A, is present in set B. Next is a subset of A. 5 is an element of X, but 5 is not an element of A. So therefore, B is not a subset of A. Like I've said, sa subset class, sa subset, if given set, kung lahat elements niya ay nasa isang set. Okay, since dito A is A a subset of B, hindi lahat elements ni A nakay. So hindi sila. Si A hindi siya subset ng B. Ganun din is B a subset of A? It's a no. B is not a subset of A because not all elements of B is in A. Okay? Okay, another example. If A is equal to, if we have the elements of A, E, I, O, and for B, we have the elements E, I, O, Q, P. Is A subset of B? Are the elements of A present in B? We have A, B, Q. So therefore, it's a yes. A is a subset of B. Then, and we know that A is equal to B. Because all elements of A are the same with the elements of set B. And then is B a subset of A? Are all elements of B present in set B? Yes. So we can say that B is a subset of A. And also B equals A. Okay? So again, it means B is less than or equal to A. And we know that they equal kasi lahat ng elements na kay A. That's it. Okay, so let's continue. Now we'll have our set. Let A be equal to the elements of A, we have AB. Subset of A are null set, A, B, and AB. Okay, to find the number of power set class, we can use to find the number of null set. I mean the powers, the number of subsets. The formula is raised to n. N is the number of elements. So n is the number of elements. Okay, so again, if for set A we have 2 elements, so our n there is 2. So therefore we will have squared, which is equal to 4. So therefore you have 4 subsets if you have 2 elements. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, one of the remarks is there that a null set is a subset of every set. So lagi merong set. Alright, so if we consider these subsets as elements of a new set B, say then we will have set B equal to our subsets of A. We have null set A, B, and A. So we can say that B is said to be the power set of A. So notation, power set of a set A is denoted by P of A. Power set of a set A is the set of all subsets of the given set. So you just need to get for P of A or power of set um, all the subsets of the given set. Okay, so again, we're going to use 2 raised to n to determine how many subsets for the given set. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so let's try example. Write the power set each of the following sets. For letter A, we have set A is equal to x such that x belongs to set of real numbers and x squared plus 7 equals 0. So let's determine first what are the elements of set A. So for set A plus, we're going to solve for the equation first. X squared plus 7 equals 0. So we're going to isolate our constants. We have x squared equals negative 7. Again, we cannot find any value for x that when we squared it, the answer is negative. So this is imaginary class. When we square it both sides, there is a negative number in our radical. So we'll have x equals, this is positive negative I square root of 7, which is, this is not a real number. Okay, 7i and negative 7i does not belong to set of real numbers. So therefore, the element of set A, it's a null set. And then write the power set of each of the following. So when we get the power set A, it's just a null set. Because we only have one element, which is the null set. So it means we don't have an element. So we will have 2 raised to 0, we have 1. Any number raised by 0, the answer is 1. So we only have one subset, which is the null set. Okay, next, letter B. Y such that Y belongs to the set of natural numbers and Y is between 1 to 3. So we only have natural numbers. 1 is included and 3. 3 is also included. So for B class, means our n is 3. So we'll have 2 cubed. So therefore, we have 8 subsets. So we're going to find the power set of these. So we will have a null set. Of course, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 1, 2, we have 1, 3, 2, 3, and of course, this one, 1, 2, so we have 8 subsets. That is the power set of P. Okay. Alright, so let's continue. We have now the universal set. Consider the following sets. For set A, we have set A is equal to x such that x is a student at your school. B is equal to y such that y is a male student at your school. Set C is equal to C such that C is a female student at your school. And set E is equal to A such that A is a student of last flow in your school. Clearly, the set B, C, and are all subsets of A. Okay, they are all belong to set A. Okay, A can be considered as the universal set. Okay, and then for this particular example, in the given A is the universal set since set B, C, and D are all in set A. And then universal set is generally denoted by U. Okay, the uppercase letter U. In a particular problem, a set U is said to be a universal set if all the sets in the problem are subsets of U. Like when we discussed the number system, real numbers class is the universal set because natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational, irrational numbers belong to set of real numbers. So there, number system, the universal set is set of real numbers. And the other considered as subset of real numbers. So remarks, universal set does not mean a set containing all objects of the universe. And a set which is a universal set for one problem may not be a universal set for another problem. So let's try example. Which of the following set can be considered as a universal set? X such that X is equal to X is equal to X such that X is a real number. I've already answered this. And Y is equal to Y such that Y is a negative integer. And C is equal to Z such that C is a natural number. We know that natural number is a subset. All natural numbers are part of real numbers. All negative integers are also part of real numbers. So here, the universal set is set X. Okay, set X is the universal set in the given problem. Okay, next, Venn diagram. We use Venn diagram class to graph or to show how representation to sets. British mathematician John Venn introduced the concept of diagrams to represent sets. According to him, universal set is represented by the interior of a rectangle and other sets are represented by interior of circles. For example, here, the universal set, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have two subsets, A and B. Those are your circles. And then for set A, the elements of set A, we have 2 and 4. And set B, 1. So magkahiwalay class yung dalawang circle. They are disjoint sets, right? Because they don't have common elements. And we need to check that 5 is not in A and also not in B. So it's outside the two circles. But it belongs to the universal set. So dapat lahat ng elements ng universal set nasa loob ng rectangle. So 1 and 3 are elements of B, 2 and 4 are elements of A. But 5 is not in A and B. So it's outside. Okay. But I mean outside the two circles. Nasa rectangle siya. So diagrammatical representation of sets is known as Venn diagram. So galing siya syempre dahil naman ang nag-introduce naman yan ay si John Venn. Kaya sinunod sa kanya Venn diagram. Next, the difference of sets. Consider the sets. Set A, we have 1 to 5, and B, we have 2 to 6. A new set having those elements which are in A but not in B. When we say A minus B, all elements of A that is not in B. So you're going to delete all the elements. Sabi, A minus B means elements that in A but not in B. Okay? What are the elements of A na wala kay B? Okay? Like for example, 1, si 2, meron kay B. 3, wala kay B. 4 na kay B, so 5 is not in B. So therefore, A minus B, we have 1, 3, 5. Those are the elements. Okay, that is A minus B ins. Similarly, a set of those elements in which are in B but not in A is said to be the difference of B and A, and it's denoted by B minus A. When we say B minus A, all elements of B that is not in A. Ano naman yung mga elements ng B na wala kay A? So, ibig sabihin, magkaiba klase ng minus B and B minus A. Kasi B minus A, all elements ni B na wala kay A. So, dito, 2, meron kay A. 4 na kay A din. 6, wala kay A. So, therefore, B minus A, we have 6. Then, so in general, if A and B are two sets, then A minus B means X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B. So A minus B, all elements of A that is not in B. Okay, and B minus A means X such that X belongs to B and X does not belong to A. What are the elements of B that is not in A? And then difference of two sets can be represented using Venn diagram. So if we have here, ito naman, meron ng intersection. So magkadikit na yung dalawang circuit. A minus B, all elements of A. So, you combine all elements of A. All elements of B is what? These are the elements of A, these are the elements of B. Ano ang mga elements ni A na wala kay B? So, ibig sabihin dapat hindi mo touch dito sa part. This is A minus class. Okay, so again, we have set A, set B. Ano ang mga elements ni A na wala kay B? So, dapat yung hindi magta-touch kay B. Pero na kay A. Ito part lang. Ito yun. Okay, that means this is A minus B. For B minus A, okay, ano naman ang mga elements ni B na wala kay A? Ito lang part. This is B minus A. So we can conclude that A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Okay? When A and B are not disjoint sets. When we say are not disjoint, ibig sabihin meron silang intersection. Kaya yung dalawang circle ay magkapatid. Okay? Kasi disjoint, sinabi natin yung two sets are disjoint if they don't have common elements. So, kaya magkapatid. Sabihin, merong intersection sa gitna. Then, when A and B are disjoint sets, naman, pag magkahiwalay naman sila, this is set A and this is set B, A minus B, ano yung mga elements ni A na wala kay B? Dahil wala namang intersection itong buong A. Pag naman B minus A, ano yung mga elements ni B na wala kay A? Dahil wala namang sila intersection itong part ng B minus A. Next, complement of A set. Let X denote the universal set, and YZ its subset where set X is equal to X such that X is any member of the family. Y is equal to X such that X is a male member of the family. So ito yung buong pamilya na si set X. Si set Y, only the male members. Set C, the female members. So we can say that Y and C are subsets of X. Okay? And x minus y is a set having x minus y, member of the family that is not a male. So those are female, which is also equal to the C, right? Set C. X minus C, and member of the family that is not a female member. So it's a male members. Those are Y. That is equal to set Y. And X minus Y, member of the family that is not a male. So it's just the same with the female. You denote it, the complement of male is female. Okay, so we denote complement as y prime or y raised to c. Okay, that is the symbol for complement. The complement of male member is female and vice versa. And x minus c class, again, are set having male members of the family. And that is x minus z means member of the family that is not a female. So, sabihin, male. So we will have, wait, x minus z pala. X minus the element of, member of the family that is not a female. So dapat male. Right? So it should be, so again, this is how we denote, we denote complement C prime or C raised to C. If U is the universal set and A is its subset, then the complement of A is a set of those elements which are in U. Okay? Which are not in A. It is denoted by A complement or A raised to C. So when we say A complement, ano yung mga elements na wala kay A, pero na kay universal set. Okay? A complement that is equal to the universal minus A. Kasi nga, tatanggalin mo lahat ng elements ni A kay universal. Yung A complement, yun yung nasa universal set, pero wala kay A. The complement of a set can be represented also using Venn diagram. This is set A. When we get the complement of A, sabi kasi, those are elements that is not in A. Sabihin, nasa labas. Pero nasa universal set. Okay, that is the shaded. Remarks, difference of two sets can be found even if none is a subset of the other. But complement of the set can be found when the set is a subset of some universal set. Next, the complement of a null set is the universal set. And the complement of universal set, of course, is a null set. So let's try example. Given that set A is equal to x such that x is an even natural number less than or equal to 10. So let's find first what are the elements of set A. For set A class, we have even natural numbers. Even natural numbers less than or equal to 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Because we have here less than or equal to. So, kasama si 10. And B is equal to x such that x is an odd natural number. So we have odd natural number less than to x. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay? Hindi natin isama si 10, even it's equal to 10 because we only consider odd natural numbers. So find A minus B. A minus B class, elements ni A na wala kayo. Ano ang mga elements ni A? Wala kayo. Of course, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Which is A, right? At pag drop natin dahil wala silang same element, they are disjoint. Right? If we have here set A, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Set B, set A and B are disjoint sets. We have 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. Then, ano ang mga elements ni A? Wala kayo. Obviously, yung elements niya lang. So, wala naman silang intersection. So, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is equal to set A. And next, we don't have set C. I think that is B minus A. So, let's make it B minus A. B minus A. What are the elements of B that is not in A? And of course, we still have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which is equal to B. Okay? Clearly, so number 3 is A minus B equal to B minus A. Are they equal? Obviously, no. Okay, they are not equal. Right, so let's continue. Let U be the universal set and A its subset where the universal set is equal to x such that x belongs to set of natural numbers and x is less than or equal to 10. Set A is a subset of the universal, which is equal to y such that y is a prime number less than 10. Represent the A complement in the diagram. So let's list first what are the elements universal set. So again, the universal set x such that x belongs to natural numbers, which is less than or equal to 10. So it means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 again is included dahil may line sa baba. And set A class. The elements of set A, y such that y is a prime number less than 10. What are the prime numbers? Less than 10, 2, 3, 5, 7, 2, 3, 5, 7. Then letter I, compute for A complement. A complement class. All we're going to delete 2, 3, 5, 7 in the universal. And the rest that is complement of A. So we'll have 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, again, A complement, tatanggalin nyo itong mga elements na A kay universal. That is the answer. The 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Then represent A complement in Venn diagram. Since A is only the subset of the universe, you only have one circle. That is A. Universal. Set A, the elements of set A is 1. So A complement, we have 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So when we represent, this is the shaded part yung nasa labas ni A. This yung nasa labas. That is A complement. Okay, next. Intersection of sets. Consider the sets A have 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B have 2, 4, 6. It is clear that there are some elements which are common to both the sets A and B. Set of those common elements is said to be intersection of A and B and is denoted by this A intersection B. Here, given the two sets, what are the common elements for the intersection? We have 2 and 4. Okay, so A intersection B, we have 2 and 4. If A and B are two sets, then the set of those elements which belong to both the sets is said to be the intersection of A and B and is denoted by A intersection B. A intersection B means X such that X belongs to A and X also belongs to B. A intersection B can be represented using Venn diagram as this one. So yung nasa gitna, that is the intersection. Remarks, if A intersection B is a null set, we know that it's disjoint. Two sets are disjoint. In Venn diagram, disjoint sets can be represented as if we have this for disjoint. Kasi wala ngang intersection, they don't have common elements. It's a null set, yung intersection nila. And then, given that set A class is equal to X such that X is a king out of 52 playing cards. In an ordinary deck of cards, we have 4 kings there. King of flowers, king of spade, king of hearts, and king of diamond. Okay, and set B, Y such that Y is a spade out of 52 playing cards. So for spade, we have here 3 faces, the jack, queen, and king, and we have ace and then 2 to 10. So it means in every for spade there are 13 spades. Okay, again 3 faces, 3 face of cards, and then the ace and 2 to 10. So a total of 13 for spade. Find A intersection B. A intersection B. You can write here the elements of set A. Again, for elements of set A, king of 52 players, we have there again king of flowers, king of flowers, I mean king of flowers, and then spade, and then heart, king of hearts, and then king of diamond. For set B class, we have a base card, alas for the ace of spade, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yan ay puro ace. 2 of ace, 3 of ace, then 10. And then 3 base cards. We have, of course, the jack, spades, and then queen, spade, and then king, spade. And then let's find A intersection B. A intersection B. So all we have is the king of spades. Right? Have the king of spades. Okay, I'm going to write na lang king of spades. That is the intersection. And represent using Venn diagram. So given set A and set B, okay, again, for set A, lahat ng king. King flowers, king of hearts, king of diamond, at yung intersection nila at king of spades. And sa B, we have ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, queen, king. Queen, and king. Yung nasa loob ni B. Pagpasensyahan niyo na yung drawing. Then, yung sagot naman yan nandito din sa union of sets. So, the word union, you're going to combine the elements of the given sets. Consider the following examples. A is a set having all players in gentleman cricket team. And B is a set having all players in gentleman cricket team. So we will combine them. We're going to get the union of the set. Men cricket and women cricket team. So clearly, A and B disjoint sets. If they don't have common, kasi sa set A, puro men. B, we have women cricket team. Union of these two sets is a set having all players of both teams and is denoted by A, union B. So D is a set having all players of cricket team, and B is the set having all players of hockey team of your school. Suppose 3 players are common to both the teams, then union of D and E is a set of players of both the teams but 3 common players to be written once only. So, diba, isang beses lang naman natin kailangan sulat ng mga element. If A and B are only 2 sets, then union of A and B is the set of those elements which belong to A or B. Okay? By the way, class, sa union, we use the word or. For intersection, we use the word and. Okay. In set builder form, A union B is equal to X such that X belongs to set A or X belongs to set B. Or A union B is equal to X such that X belongs to A minus B, or X belongs to B minus A, or X belongs to A intersection B. A union B can represent it using Venn diagram as, so if we have A union B, they have intersection, so pagsasamahin na lang. Yun ang may shaded part. Kasi pagsasamahin yung element si A at B. Kapag wala naman, if they are disjoint, pag kukunin ng A union B, we're going to shade set A and also set B. And if, again, if we have N of A, N of B, if we have N A union B minus N of A minus B plus N of B minus A plus A intersection B, or N, the number of A union B is equal to the number of A of B minus N, this is cardinality, minus N of A intersection B. Where N, or A union B stands for number of elements in A union B and so on. So again, if we have N of A union B, it means how many elements are there, okay, when we combine A and B. Example, set A, x is equal to A is equal to x such that x belongs to set positive integers and less than or equal to 5. So when we list the elements of set A plus, we have positive integers less than or equal to 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a line below, so and for set B, we have y such that y is a prime number less than 10. Prime numbers, we have 2, 3, 5, 7. A union B. So we have A union B, which is, we will just combine. 1, naulit si 2, si 3, pero isulat lang natin siya. 3, 4, 5, and 7. That is A union B. Pagsasamahin nyo lang lahat ng elements A at B. Next, represent A union B using Venn diagram. So as you've noticed, the intersection of A and B, yung common sa kanila, common elements, 2 and 3. So when we represent it, Venn diagram, may intersection. And the elements 2 and 3 for the intersection. And elements ni A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elements ni B, we have 2, 3, 5, and 7. This is set A, this is set B. That is the Venn diagram for A union B. This one. Kapag kukunin natin plus A minus B, ano ang mga elements ni A na wala kay B? Tatanggalin mo ito. So, we have 1, 4, 5. Pag naman B minus, ano naman ang elements ni B na wala kay A? So, tanggalin 5, 7. Right? Next. That's the answer. Ay, kasama pala class 5. So, dito sa part na to. 2, 3, 5. Ang intersection. Good 5 here.